Well, it's been just over a week since the deadly implosion at the Nippon Dynawave packaging facility in Longview, killing 11 people and sending several more to the hospital. The emotional impact felt throughout Southwest Washington and beyond. Local and federal agencies remain on scene tonight, trying to figure out what caused the chemical tank to collapse last Tuesday morning. Officials calling it the deadliest industrial accident in modern Washington history. The U.S. Chemical Safety and Hazard Investigation Board, an independent federal agency, is among the groups investigating what happened. Federal funding for that agency was proposed to be eliminated in President Trump's budget. But this week, Washington Congresswoman Glusenkamp Perez took the first step in restoring that funding at $14 million. She says the agency will play an important role in determining what went wrong in Longview. I caught up with the Congresswoman today. Here's part of our conversation. So, Congresswoman, this week you said this has been one of the heaviest weeks of your time in Congress, and the grief from this tragedy is being felt across Southwest Washington and beyond. Tell me, why has this incident affected you so deeply?
Well, I mean, this absolutely could have been any number of people that I know or love in my family. It could have been my husband. And, we're all, whether we're aware of it or not, we're all interconnected in, our natural resource economy and the trades community. So, yeah, my heart breaks for these families.
And you said this will be a long road ahead. Let's talk about the investigation some. The Chemical Safety Board's funding has been on the chopping block, but with your help, Congress secured funding for it this week. What's the likelihood your amendment will survive the legislative process?
I am very confident. We're fortunate. The chairman of the committee is from Idaho. He knows about the timber economy. He knows about the risks of working in industrial facilities. Dan Newhouse. I've had really great colleagues and support from across the aisle in making sure that this funding was included and upped to the FY26 levels. So,
what questions do you most want investigators to answer here?
What led to the failure of this tank? How do we move forward with certainty that these are safe jobs?
So KGW has spoken with sources who say safety concerns were raised before the implosion. Have you heard of any similar concerns, and do you believe those claims warrant any further scrutiny?
They absolutely merit scrutiny. It's not just about the sort of lab conditions that chemicals operate in. It's the interaction between mill conditions and the chemistry of white liquor.
And this mill has long been an economic anchor for Longview. What are you hearing about its future, and what would a prolonged shutdown or even a closure mean for the community?
Yeah. So this mill directly is 550 jobs, but its steam plant powers another 500 jobs at the mill next door. And its energy is used throughout the region. I mean, it is a profound interconnected web here. Everybody at this mill is like babysitting each other's kids and taking care of, fixing each other's cars. Like we are going to lose a serious anchor point of economic strength when we lose this mill. If we lose this mill, and which I will work to prevent.
And many workers and families are facing a lot of uncertainty right now. What message do you have for them as they try to move forward?
Well, that I'm with you, that I'm here to work for you, that I'm fighting for you in the answers and the long work of ensuring that your questions are answered. Everything we can do to bring support to you.
Now, the future of the mill is unclear at this point. We're told the investigation could last 6 months. Most operations are currently paused, but employees are being paid through at least August 8th. As the Congresswoman said, Longview and those impacted have a long road ahead. Today, cleanup efforts at the mill continued. Fish and Wildlife have collected more than 2,600 dead fish from the surrounding ditch systems, likely killed in the initial chemical spill. Officials stress water in the Columbia River is safe, Longview drinking water is safe, and the air quality is safe. However, they ask people and pets to stay out of the affected sloughs, dikes, and drainage ditches until further notice. But now we want to hear from you. Did anything that you hear tonight stand out to you? Do you live in Longview? Share your story with us. We'd love to hear from you. And tell us, is there anything about this incident that you want to learn more about? Let us know. Email the story at kgw.com or call and leave us a voicemail, 503-226-5090.